Wade has lost in this final, we know, even as recently as 12 months ago.
96.
3 bullseyes, 150 on the board. The room freezes. In darts, you might catch a 9-darter, a match save from the brink, or a perfect 170 with everything on the line. But a leg that closes with 3 bullseyes sits at the edge of what's been done. This reel is pure outliers. Comebacks from the cliff, perfect legs under pressure, and the ultra-rare 150 that left the booth speechless. No fake odds, no fluff, just the receipts. Keep your eyes on the last dart. Bull, bull, inner bull, 150. Not a trick shot, not an exhibition, live darts. For the purists, there's no treble bull on a steel board. The inner bull is 50 and counts as a double. Moments like these don't just light up headlight reels, they change what players dare to try when it matters. Let's start with the darting miracle everyone recognizes on instinct, the 9-darter. It's the sports version of a perfect game, chased for years, glimpsed only occasionally, and when it lands on TV, the whole arena seems to lift off the floor. Even as standards have risen, a 9 under the big lights is still a jolt to the system. Now roll the clip that resets the ceiling. Alexandra Palace, 2011, World Championship Final.
5-7 in the tournament. Make that line to 8.
Adrian Jackpot Lewis strings together 9 perfect darts, the first ever 9-darter in a World's final. And he does it against Gary Anderson with the Sid Waddle Trophy on the table. The roar is instant, the booth is scrambling for words, and Lewis rides that night all the way to the title, 7-5. As outrageous as that sounds, it's only the opening chapter. The finishes that follow push the edges of what players dare to attempt when everything is on the line. One 9-darter under real pressure is rare. 2 in the same match is the kind of thing players joke about more than plan for. Then came Wembley Arena 2010, Premier League darts final.
Hit a big score, put some pressure on Phil Taylor because he's been missing doubles. You never know, perhaps he may have in his head.
Phil Taylor faced James Wade and produced perfection twice in one night. First 9 darts like a metronome. The arena detonates, and before the noise dies, he resets, slows his breathing, and starts stacking treble 20s again. Most players would float after the first. Taylor tightened. Wade, normally ice, was visibly rattled as the second 9-darter landed a few legs later. Same match, same opponent, same stage lights, same impossible precision. Taylor won the final, and the feat has stood ever since as one of televised darts' true unicorn moments. So unlikely that fans still measure other impossible finishes against it. And yet, even that double dose of perfection isn't the strangest finish we're about to roll next. Sometimes the most impossible moments aren't about perfect scoring. They're about timing, nerve, and refusing to blink. Roll back to the 2008 PDC World Championship.
Shepherd doesn't have to go the bull route here with Park being 70 behind him. 37 scored, 84 left, 79 rather rushed.
A 21-year-old qualifier, Kirk Shepherd, walks into Alexandra Palace with almost no one expecting him to last the week. In the semi-finals, he runs into Wayne Mardle, Ali Pali showman, fresh off eliminating Phil Taylor, and the building is bouncing. Every big visit for Mardle gets a roar, every miss for Shepherd gets a gasp, and yet, leg by leg, Shepherd keeps nicking the moments that matter. Calm holds of throw, timely 140s to flip pressure, clean doubles with the crowd at full volume. No fireworks, no 9-dart mythology, just big match composure. After 10-10 sets, the scoreboard says 6-4 Shepherd, and the favourite is out. The result isn't about made-up odds, it's about context. Qualifiers almost never play for the Sid Waddle Trophy, and debutants even less so. Shepherd's run bent the bracket, set up a final with John Part, and proved that on the biggest stage you can beat the noise with discipline and courage. It's the kind of upset that doesn't just shock a tournament, it rewrites what every other outsider believes is possible when they step onto the oche. In darts, the 170 is the poster finish. T20, T20, bull. 3 perfect throws in sequence with no bailout. On stage it lands rarely, and under real pressure it's even scarcer. Now drop into Wolverhampton, 2018 Grand Slam of Darts. Gerwyn Price walks into a storm against Gary Anderson, a hostile crowd, a spiky high-tempo final, cameras catching every glare and roar. Price doesn't need a fairy tale 170 to seal it. He keeps finding ton-plus visits, holds his nerve on the doubles and grinds out 16-13 to lift his first major title. That night is remembered less for a single checkout than for composure in chaos, and for the celebration that lit up the arena. If you're picturing ear defenders, that was years later at the 2023 World Championship against Gabriel Clemens. And still, even that pressure cooker breakthrough isn't the rarest finish we're about to roll. Rewind to Ali Pali 2018, Michael Smith versus Mervyn King, with everything tightening by the throw. Smith has built himself match darts on double 12, and then the door keeps slamming. One miss turns into a cluster of misses. The crowd groans on contact, and you can see the telltale reset. Step back, deep breath, eyes up, back on the oche. King won't go away, he keeps nicking legs and forcing the issue, and the match stretches into that horrible space where every visit feels heavier than the last. This isn't the tidy perfection of a 9-darter, it's the messy human fight to land one dart that matters. What makes the clip stick isn't a miraculous bounce out or a fairy tale number of attempts, it's the psychology on display. Smith keeps choosing the same finish, keeps trusting the action, and finally, last dart in hand, pins D12 and drags the match over the line 4-3. Listen to the audio. The half second of held breath, then the detonation. It's a reminder that impossible in darts isn't only 9 perfect throws. Sometimes it's having the nerve to make one imperfect one when the board feels like it's shrinking.
Oh, he's gone for 3 bulls. There's one of them. There's the second. This will be amazing. Yes! What a finish!
But the most jaw-dropping, numbers-defying finish caught on a live stream didn't belong to a world final or a household name. It belonged to an 18-year-old rising talent named Thomas Banks. In the Modus Super Series in 2025, Banks found himself on 150. Most pros would start on trebles, T20, T20, D15 or T20, T18, D18, because that's the percentage route. Big targets first, then a double. Banks chose violence. 3 throws, 3 inner bulls, 50, 50 plus 50 plus 50. For clarity, on a steel board there's no treble bull, just outer bull 25 and inner bull 50, and inner bull counts as a double for finishing. For a heartbeat, the room didn't react. Nobody's brain processed what had just happened. Then it detonated. Modus posted the clip with a single caption that said it all: 150 with 3 bulls. Let's talk difficulty without the fake math. PDC analysis suggests the inner bull sits around the low 20% for elite players, and that's in general, not 3 on command to end a leg. Chaining them in a live match is ultra rare, and across pro broadcasts it's been captured only a handful of times, famously by Simon Whitlock at the 2022 Dutch Darts Championship. Banks's moment joins that tiny club. And the context matters. This wasn't Ali Pali or a world final walk-on. It was a streaming arena, a board, a camera, a teenager who'd had a rough week deciding to shoot straight through the middle 3 times. That choice, eschewing the textbook treble route for pure nerve, was the punctuation mark.
TV. $94.
It wasn't just skill, it was fearlessness. Where most would play safe, Banks went art over arithmetic and struck every dart dead center. In a sport increasingly optimized for percentages, he reminded everyone that audacity still has a place. Call it a symbol as much as a statistic. An 18-year-old stepped up, ignored the right option, and delivered a finish that will be replayed for years. 150, 3 bullseyes, a tiny, perfect rebellion against probability and convention. Thomas Banks's 3 bullseye checkout stands as proof that in darts, the most impossible moments often come from the most unexpected places. And that's what keeps us watching, hoping to witness the next thing that shouldn't exist but somehow does. Because in a sport measured in millimeters and milliseconds, sometimes the most important measurement is the one you can't calculate. The courage to attempt the impossible when everything is on the line. The truth is, moments like Banks's 3-bull finish are just the beginning of what makes professional darts so unpredictable. Next week, we'll dive even deeper into the psychology and fearlessness that drive these outlier finishes, revealing what separates the players who play it safe from those who dare to be impossible. Hit subscribe and ring the bell. You won't want to miss what's coming. This is Darts Nation, where we don't just cover the sport, we uncover the impossible.